All right, welcome back. President Cyril Ramaphosa launches the district development model at Princess Magogo Stadium in KwaMashu. Durban is the pilot for the metros. Now, the launch will also be attended by Deputy President David Mabuza and 17 other ministers. Ayanda Mhlongo is covering this story for us. A very good morning to you, Ayanda. So this launch in Durban follows what was called the rural pilot launch that happened in the Eastern Cape of the district development model. Tell us about the importance of this launch.
A very good morning to you, Blaine, and good morning to our viewers. And we're coming to you live from the Princess Magogo Stadium here in the township of KwaMashu, which is just outside the Durban CBD, where you could possibly see behind us, Blaine, there are two marquees that are already packed to capacity. The people of eThekwini and surrounding communities who have been interested to hear about today's very, very important launch for this metro, this district-based development model. Over the past week, Blaine, as you said there in your intro, that the president today, accompanied by the deputy president, as well as 17 ministers and deputy ministers. Now, before the president's arrival yesterday, Blaine, here in Durban, the 17 ministers and deputies have been in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, largely focused on the eThekwini metro, going to different areas where there have been service delivery challenges, addressing those issues, but also spreading the word about a government's plan with regards to this district development model. Of course, eThekwini, as you said, is going to be the pilot for this district model. And from what the president as well as the ministers have been saying, government has a plan of integrating the various government departments under the one plan, one approach, one budget. And the president yesterday, in fact, in his engagements with business early on in the morning, as well as structures of the ruling party, taking them through government's intention for this program, is having gone around the country and seeing the service delivery challenges and where communities had raised various issues when it comes to infrastructure development or just the basics, Blaine, of housing, electricity, roads, schools, crime. As we know, earlier on this morning, the president started at Inanda Police Station, looking at the capacity of the station as well as how it's going to address the needs in terms of dealing with crime, and how the government departments can put together and work together. They found as government that government in the past has been working in silos with different departments address solely their needs. And an example, Blaine, a lot of people here have been saying they don't yet quite understand how what government intends with this plan and how exactly it is going to work. But of course, what people are saying is that if it's going to address the service delivery needs that the community have, if it's going to deal with the economic issues, if it's going to create jobs, if it's going to create a safer community, safer environment, the community here is saying, well, they're 100% in support of it. And how to simplify it, Blaine, is for example, if government comes here into the area of KwaMashu and builds a school, the education department will come in and build the school. But of course, a school needs water, a school needs electricity. And now we're moving into the age of communication, and the government has been speaking about bringing in technology to schools, tablets as well. As you know, the government's plan to give tablets to schools. That now brings in the Department of Communication, which speaks to Wi-Fi. It speaks to the Department of Water and Sanitation, also coming in all at the same time. So when the Education Department comes to build a school, Water and Sanitation will then come to bring water and ensure that the school has decent facilities, as well as communication department then coming in to bring technology into the school. So great excitement here, Blaine. Of course, the eThekwini Metro, you would know, has 3.9 million residents, and it makes up for 34% of the population here in KwaZulu-Natal. It's largely an urban metro, but also has semi and rural areas that make up the eThekwini Metro. And government is saying that in terms of it being the pilot pilot for this development-based model, that it will incorporate all these different areas. When we speak about urban areas which might have different needs to those needs as of rural areas. And so they hope by starting it here in the province of, here in the eThekwini Metro, they will then be able to see how to incorporate this, how to deal with more rural setup, how to deal with semi-rural, and of course looking at the urban areas where the challenges might be different. But Blaine, of course, this is about the community. Today, the government has crisscrossed the eThekwini Metro. They've gone across the province of KwaZulu-Natal speaking about this model. And today it's about the community. Do they understand? What are their feelings towards it? We know that the community have said that certainly when it comes to service delivery, there are many issues. In fact, just 2 days ago, Blaine, before this launch happened here, there was widespread protests here in the area of KwaMashu, where communities were complaining about development, where there has been a new development, but they are not included in that development. An issue of jobs, a crime, particularly where we are. President Magogo, surrounding the area is the KwaMashu hub. That's the KwaMashu station, where it has a lot of shops, and there's a lot of crime that is taking place here. You also know, Blaine, that the area of KwaMashu also, of course, is home to the notorious KwaMashu men's hostel, an area as well that has about 90,000 residents, and many social issues in that area. Crime, of course, being the biggest issue in the KwaMashu men's hostel, but also in terms of the infrastructure in the hostel. It has a lot of shacks and squatters within the hostel, and this is what the residents, particularly of that hostel, many of them are here as well, are saying that they've been waiting for government to come in and develop that hostel, and they believe that once it's developed, once the shacks have been cleared out, that will bring an end to the high crime levels, and of course the crime from the KwaMashu hostel then affecting the neighboring sections. But as I said, it's about the community. Let me bring in two ladies, two residents of KwaMashu, just to speak to them about being part of this development project. About today, what they understand and how happy they are that this launch is happening here today. Boma angibonga kakhulu isikhathi senu namhlanje. Silana mahulumeni uzothula uhlelo lakho olusha, nathi ngalo bafuna ukuzama ukuthi bahlanganise noma kube khona ukulethwa kwedingo nqangu kubantu ngokusheshsha. Mhlawumbe njengesakhamuzi sala KwaMashu, mhlawumbe ake nisibekele nje nithini ngalolu hlelo uhulumeni aliletha la.
Siyajabula kakhulu uma ngabe uhulumeni kunohlelo olusha alethayo singumphakathi, futhi singabazali siyadinga ubona intuthuko emphakathini esihlezi kuyona. Mina ngumama uMamzamo Ntomgayiso oqhamuka Ward 41.
Angilethe ngiyabonga nawe, angikhulume nawe inkinga enibhekene nazo lana emphakathini waKwaMashu, mhlawumbe ethintelene nokuletha kwedingo nqangi emphakathini, iziphi?
Siyajabula kakhulu ngani yami uhulumeni emesilethela idingo nqangi. Kuningi esikudingayo, abantwana abasebenzi, uhulumeni singejabula mesivulela imisebenzi, abantwana bathola ukusebenza, imisebenzi ingavaleki. Aphinde uhulumeni azosilungisela ngoba manje sihlushwa na itamkoko. Itamkoko igcwele imigaqo, uyododa ugcwele imigaqo awusathathwa umuntu. Siyajabula kakhulu uhulumeni mezosilungisela. WaKwaMashu kakhe uWard 41 Councillor lami uMondlizwane.
Let me bring in this gentleman very quickly. But sibonga kakhulu nje baba isikhathi sakho. Uhulumeni namhlanje uzothola uzothula uhlela athemba ngakho ukuthi uzokwazi ukuthi ikhalo noma idingo eninazo njengomphakathi akwazi ukuthi asheshe anilungisele inkinga enihlezi nikhala ngazo njengomphakathi. Awusibekele baba ukuthi kubaleka kangakanani lolu suku kuwena njengesakhamuzi saKwaMashu neTheku.
Siyabonga kakhulu. Mina ngusandilo ngakhathi ngiqhamuka eNtuzuma ku Ward 45. Sijabula kakhulu ukuthi umongameli akwazi usivakashela namhlanje ngoba siyazi ukuthi siloke sagcina nangokhetho akakaze afike la azoza ukuthi yini ngempela izikhalo zethu esikhala ngazo.
Nekhala ngani baba?
Ziningi nje izikhalo like nje sona le stadium sifanele sibe state of the art. Akusona istadium lesi sabantu bakaMashu. sakhiwa abantu nje ababejotshela imali. So sidinga i-stadium like i-Orlando Stadium. Ngoba siyazi ukuthi ilokhu abakhokha intela bayikhokha imali kodwa siyazi sishonapho ukuze kwazi ukuthi kulungiseke zonke lezi zinto esikhala ngazo. Ziningi nje indawo ezonakele la elokishini ngabala kuze kushona ilanga. Kodwa ke umongameli njengoba la sizomuzwa ke ukuthi uthini silalele lokho akushoyo imessage azosinika yona namhlanje. Sibonga kakhulu.
Siyabonga kakhulu isikhatsini. Siyabonga kakhulu. All right, so just thanking there at the residents here of KwaMashu, one from Ntuzuma, which is a township just neighboring here, the area of KwaMashu, as well as the two ladies that we spoke to. They're of course saying that they're quite happy, very, very happy and delighted that the president and his government, that they are here, particularly here in the area of KwaMashu, saying that they've got a number of service delivery related issues that they need the government to deal with, and they're hopeful from infrastructure. One lady spoke about the sewers, and that has been a problem of flooding when the rains come, that there is flooding here because of the drainage and the sewage system here in KwaMashu. And the gentleman speaking about where we are playing this very stadium, saying that he believes that the stadium needs to be rebuilt to a state-of-the-art stadium, he says, and likened it to, he wants it to be in the leagues of the standards of your F&B stadium and I suppose your Moses Mabhida stadium. And we know that this is a stadium, of course, where a lot of major events are now taking place. Sporting events are also taking place as well here at the Princess Magogo Stadium. So great excitement from the residents of KwaMashu, but of course they have high expectations, hoping that today is not just a talk shop. They've had many promises and the government has introduced a number of plans, but they're hoping that this new plan that government is now ready to introduce is going to address the service delivery needs of this community. Playing back to you.
You know, it's so important to hear from the very people that will be affected by this. This cabinet-approved district development model is due for implementation in all of South Africa's 44 municipal districts as well as 8 metros. Ayanda, as always, we appreciate your brilliant reporting. Thank you very much indeed.